Have we started?
We're starting. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Sarah. You all right, love?
I'm good, thank you, my love. How are you? We're here again.
We're here again. You've got a different background. I've gone platinum this time.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
I thought I'd do like a fresh pink lip for you today.
It's really nice, that actually. Which one is that?
It's Charlotte Tilbury one. I really love the like matte finish, you know.
I like Charlotte Tilbury. What do you think of Trini London, by the way?
Do you know what? I haven't tried the product, but it looks brilliant. I love that it's just it's stackable as well, so you can take it.
Did Ruby and Millie do the stackable? Am I right?
Yeah, years ago they were way ahead of their time, weren't they? And like Trini's doing it now, but I think the formulas, from what I've read, are really nice, really nice.
Yeah,
really creamy. Yeah. That's what I've noticed as well when I've seen.
And she's come to life without Susanna, don't you think?
Oh, I think
I
she's fabulous. Yeah.
I love her. I've just had a go at two women actually on her Facebook page because somebody said, "Oh, you need to lay off the Botox and the fillers," and I'm like, "Why can't you be nicer?"
Exactly.
You haven't got anything
to
say about it. Don't. Yeah.
Wow.
I said you should be ashamed going on someone's page and slagging off their reviews.
Yeah. Nothing like women supporting women, is there?
It's just. It's that. I mean, I'd say something to you that I wouldn't say now.
Oh yeah, obviously, but that's different.
Not in public.
Plus, I think she looks fantastic. I think she looks incredible.
Yeah, she looks great. And you know what? She probably has a few bits of work. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. If it makes you feel good, who gives a damn?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? If she hadn't have had a bit of work, everyone would be like, "Oh, look at her with wrinkles."
Exactly. Either way, you can't win.
You can't win, Sarah Sayre.
No. So, Peter, today we've got such a lovely, amazing, one of my favourite brands, Murad.
Oh, I love Murad. And by the way, if I keep disappearing, it's because my dog keeps dropping her tennis ball. Right.
It feels like you're just falling off the sofa.
Yeah, no, it's my dog and her tennis ball. Will you stop it? Go somewhere else. Right. Murad.
Yeah.
Brand that I've known and liked for years.
Yeah.
But this has blown me away. This has actually. It's like they've gone a step nearer to that super high level. I mean, the quality of the ingredients in this for the price is quite exceptional.
Yeah, I definitely think.
Which range have you got? Should we go through yours?
Yeah, let's just quickly go through the range because I've got the latest one. It's called Vita-C range, and it's the Glycolic Brightening Serum. And
God, that packaging, hold that up again, Sarah.
I know, and it's got chambers. Yeah, I'll go into that a little bit later.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
And then we have the Vita-C Eyes Dark Circles Corrector.
Oh my God, I love it.
So the two of them together are incredible. And I always love an SPF. So I've got this one, the City Skin Age Defense, and it's SPF 50, which I get really excited about because I always use an SPF 50. What SPF do you use?
30.
30.
Yeah. I've used it. Well, I mean, funnily enough, I remember in the 90s wearing an SPF 8, and that was quite revolutionary. Do you remember that? Even having an SPF, I used to use the Donna Karan tinted moisturizer.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah.
It was lovely, really lovely. And I used that before they were actually owned by Lauder, so that would be about 96, 97. I remember having an SPF in and that being really unusual.
I mean, how old are you now, Pete?
500 now. I'm 53 next birthday. Stop eating my computer.
We've got a little friend joining us today. So what products did you what are you going to talk about? Okay,
well, because I'm a bit older, I asked for the Retinol, the Retinol range. So I have the Youth Renewal Night Cream.
Lovely.
I have the Youth Renewal Eye Serum, which is just, it's the dog's bollocks.
Yeah.
Say that, just did. And then I've got the Retinol Youth Renewal Serum. If I had to be told, right, you can't moisturize in the day and you can't moisturize at night, I'd always choose night as the one where In the daytime, sometimes I just literally slap on a serum. If I'm in a rush or if I'm getting up, if you don't know me, I work mainly on shopping telly, and sometimes I have to leave the house at 1 a.m. to get to the studio in London for like 5. And sometimes you just literally don't have the time for that, you know, proper thing. So I'll just slap on any serum that I've got that I can see in the dark.
Yeah.
But nighttime is my big thing. That's when I genuinely look after my skin.
Yeah.
Are you the same?
Absolutely, Peter. And you know why? It's because the skin renews itself at night as well. So it needs as much nourishment and hydration as possible to help that process. And that's when you like wake up feeling a lot more radiant as well. So 100% agree with the nighttime routine.
I used to wake up and look in the mirror and go, ugh. And now I'm more likely to think that towards the end of the day when the tiredness of the day happens. But you know, I mean, a good night cream, a good eye serum, and a good serum, that's basically your three best friends for your skin, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So go on, tell me about yours. So I'm guessing it's L-ascorbic acid.
Well, yeah. Shall I tell you a bit about Murad himself, though?
I love this man. Anyway,
the backstory is just incredible, and I had the pleasure of interviewing him once. I think
you're joking.
Back in about 2013, 14ish.
Is this when they were launching the Murad spaces in Debenhams?
No, it wasn't that. They were launching a new product, which I can't remember what it was. Shall I tell you why I can't remember? Because
you were drunk.
I know I kept hugging him because he was just the most warming, lovely, like a granddad like person, and I just kept hugging him, and everyone was just like, oh my god, you know, it wasn't just me, everyone just was so warm to his personality and the way he spoke about the products. It was just such a nice launch, one of my favorite launches I think that I went to. So that was when I interviewed him, and that's when I first came across Murad, and then started to read up about him and then find out more. And it's really interesting because he was a pharmacist when he first started out.
That's right,
yeah. And then he went into he wanted to be like a surgeon, but he didn't really get on with that part of the medical world, and then went into dermatology. So, you know, with the pharmaceutical background, a bit of surgery knowledge and dermatology knowledge, I mean, he had so many insights straight away, didn't he? So
that's really funny. Third time lucky. It's funny, isn't it? The power of three. It's the same with Vera Wang. She was a figure skater.
Right.
Then she was a magazine editor, and then she started designing.
Oh, wow.
That's when she got it right.
Yeah. God, what's our third one? I'm only on 2.
I'm going to be a stripper.
I thought you already were.
Oh, I don't know if it classed as stripping. Anyway,
back to Murad. So anyway, he set up a dermatologist practice, and then he started to realise that the correlation between health and lifestyle, emotional well-being, all had an impact on skincare. And that was back in the day, in the 1980s, or whenever he started his dermatology practice. And nutrition. So he was talking about the stuff that is really relevant today. So he was way ahead of his time then as well. So then he took all these factors on board and opened up like a medi-spa, which became really, really popular with celebrities and doing and he provided clinical care, beauty treatments, healing experiences. I mean, it just sounds amazing. And remember, Peter, this was in the 1980s.
And do you know what I was going to say?
Yeah.
His client list in the 1980s, and I know someone that's worked for him, and I can't say some of the people he did work with, but there were no reality TV stars then. If you were famous, you were like proper famous. If you were a Hollywood star, and really, TV stars were still just on the telly.
Yeah. So
the people that he was dealing with were the A-list Hollywood actors and actresses, and we don't really have that level of fame anymore.
No,
because
at all.
You know, Kim Kardashian is more famous than somebody that might win an Oscar.
Yeah, which
It's
is
all wrong.
Yeah, but that's
So
how.
it just, yeah, I mean, it's like he was literally dealing with America's royalty, really,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
absolutely. And then it was only 1989 when he started the Murad brand. And guess how old he was, which I find incredible.
Well, he's still alive now, isn't he?
Yeah, he was 50, Peter.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
He
and
was
that is
50 in 1989.
and how inspiring is that as well? Like,
That's really good, yeah.
so you've still got a
That's brilliant.
chance if you wanted to do something.
Apologies to those of a more sensitive
Sorry about
disposition.
that. So then on top of that, he was the first doctor brand that we know, like, you know, before Perricone.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, I love Perricone.
I love Perricone.
I with Perricone, a lot of the stuff it's out of my price bracket, so therefore I don't think about it. Whereas Murad, even though it's not in any way cheap, it's not a pick it up off the shelf without thinking brand. It's within my, I'm really going to stretch my budget because it's worth it to do so.
Yeah, but you're not stretching it that much though either.
No,
really.
no. But you have to remember that I pay full price for these.
Yeah.
And normally I'll try to get a bit of discount or something. But, you know, I'd happily pay. I would always go on paying full price for Murad because it's so the results speak for themselves.
Also, it's so respected in the industry as a brand. So, you know, all the consumers, if you look at the reviews, that, you know, that the majority of them are just 5-star reviews, really like it. It's evened out their skin tone, pigmentation, targeted pigmentation, which is a huge common skincare concern. So, you know, the results do speak for themselves. Beauty editors love it. I mean, I've loved it since, you know, when it was, because it came to the UK not that long ago, you know what I mean?
It was salons only, first of all, wasn't it?
So in comparison to, like, you know, some brands, it is relatively new, and it has taken off massively, hasn't it? And their product range has grown. But also one of the, like, amazing things about Murad as well, he was the first to do the glycolic acid, put the glycolic acid into.
He was the first to do it as a treatment, wasn't he?
And then also,
I mean, if you think about how it's such a normal high-end treatment now, isn't it? You know, any decent glycolic, and you think, this is the man that did this first.
Exactly.
That, to anyone in the beauty industry, whether you're in luxury retailer, whether you're in professional beauty or salon or spa aesthetics, it's a giant thing. That's like, it's like inventing the lamp or electricity in it or something. The lamp.
It really is. And bless him, do you know what he used to do was actually test the glycolic
on himself?
Yeah, on himself to see. And that, I think, again, speaks so much volume about him.
Every single product was tried on him, wasn't it? On his skin, on his arms. Yeah, to check that he didn't react, or if he did
how
react.
nice is that? I mean, he tested it out for you know, for us before. So, so I think, God, I could talk about Dr. Murad for hours and hours, but I think we should just jump in and tell everyone about our products that we've got. So do you want to run through yours then, your retinol?
Yeah, I mean, basically, because I'm such an ingredient hound, and for me that's the reason why I buy skincare, is because of the ingredients. When you get this home, you can literally look down and keep looking, and everything. I mean, of course, you have to have a degree of preservatives, and you need a degree of binders to keep things together, so the formulation doesn't separate. But the ones that they use are really good. You know, they're the highest quality. But I would say of the 45 ingredients, about 39 of them were actives. The retinol comes in 2 forms. It comes in a retinoid and a retinol. Now, basically, if you just tuned in, what is a retinol? A lot of people say it's vitamin A. It isn't. It's derived from, some is vitamin A, some is derived from vitamin A. And without going too scientific and losing anyone, you might be able to pick up like a £5 cream which says it's got retinol in. It'll do nothing. apart from be a nice £5 cream.
Yeah.
The level of ingredients are such in this. There is no, you don't feel a sensation. And we were talking about this last night, actually, Sarah and I. With every time you use something with a retinol or a retinoid complex in, we recommend that you would use an SPF the following day, well, the following week in the sun, in case of any very slight sensitivity. Because what you're doing is gently resurfacing the surface of your skin, you know, helping to remove hyperpigmentation, sun damage, dark circles, fine lines, reduce wrinkles, everything that you want from skincare. But actually, going back to what we were saying about SPFs, I think everybody these days has it in their powder, in their foundation, in their tinted moisturizer, or you'll get yourself a really good SPF like the one that you've got, you know, the Daily Defense. That is the only downside, if there is one, because I am like negative Nelly when it comes to skincare, because I always think, oh, what if? The only downside to it is that you need to look after your skin afterwards. Not a downside for anyone watching this. The upside is it's very, very soft. It's very easily absorbed. It's very quickly absorbed. It's non-greasy. It's suitable for dry skin, dehydrated, combination and oily. If you had eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis or seborrheic dermatitis, I wouldn't recommend it because I think the retinol could potentially react with a very, you know, a cracked or open skin condition, but that would be true with the majority. You know, I'd recommend something like Rejuvaderm or Dermalock for that anyway. You know, go for something that treats the issue. But, you know, for 99.4% of people in the UK, this will be just glorious on the skin. And, you know, I mean, I'm not a big fan of things you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks to see a result. So I used it. It arrived yesterday. I used it for the first time last night after a very, very stressful drive from London that took 4.5 centuries. And I put it on and immediately my skin felt pleasantly tightened. It felt hydrated. The dogs were playing up. I've got a 9-week-old puppy who was playing up all night. And if you look at, you know, the skin under my eyes, you know, I haven't got any makeup. You can see some slight bags from really bad lack of sleep this week. But the skin around my eyes looks really bright and hydrated, and it didn't look like that yesterday. So the retinoid complex, as well as the glycerin and the aloe and all the different oils in there, have just really given it a lift. So I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. When did yours arrive, Sarah? Yours arrived Friday, didn't it?
Mine arrived on Friday, and the same sort of thing, which I'll go into. But then just really quickly, isn't it true, Peter, that retinol is best applied at night anyway? Because when it's exposed to the sun, it's less effective. Is that right?
Yeah. I think because when you're doing a retinol treatment on yourself, which is a real treat as well as being a treatment. As you said before, Sarah, so correctly, let your skin do the work for you. The 1/3 of the time that you're asleep, the majority of your skin is being repaired. So anything you can do to assist that resurfacing, that regeneration, that hydration, that plumping, you know, do it whilst you sleep. I love it. I'm lazy, I'm Tory, and I'm dripping my laziness. Let it all, you know, just let it all happen for me. And also in this heat, I'm not being funny, you'd sweat it off, and it's a good cream. So do it at night.
You don't want to waste it at all. So
well, I hate waste.
I
hate waste. I love luxury stuff, but I hate wasting it. I dropped a mask a few weeks ago, Sarah.
Oh, good.
You know, I have a really good sleep mask. I dropped it. 80 quid jar, all went all over the carpet.
No.
I was literally, I put my head on the carpet, I was rolling in the carpet. I was so upset, nearly cried. And an epidermal growth factor one.
Oh, no.
Fuming. So yeah, love it. At night, these are specifically for the night anyway. But as I say, daytime, I'll put anything on my skin. Nighttime, it's where I go serious.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and just to these ones, I'm really, really loving them because what I noticed when I got into my like 40s, I know you wouldn't believe it, right?
I know. I'm surprised you can remember that far back.
My skin started to look a lot duller, and you know, a lot of my like family, when they went into their 40s, started to get like pigmentation. Asian skin is more susceptible to pigmentation. So I've always had that freak out of like, I don't want that to happen. So any products like, you know, with the vitamin C, which is really good for for pigmentation, I was like, I've got to have it. So when these popped on my doorstep, I was really, really pleased. So yeah, so let me start, my love, with the Vita-C Glycolic Brightening Serum. Now it's powered.
I'm ordering that.
You got it. And you're not having mine, so please don't.
I know. I'm not even going to ask because you know what? I wouldn't take it from you. It's like stealing someone's dog. It's cool. It looks amazing.
And it's powered with 3 vitamin C. So it's got like gold. It's got gold stabilized pure L-ascorbic acid. Yeah. Which is a potent way of delivering vitamin C to the skin, and it's it's more powerful than traditional vitamin C. Plus, it's great form of vitamin C for the ability to neutralize free radicals during the day. So that's a really good day vitamin C to put onto your skin. And then it's got that glutathione. So that's...
I've read about this and didn't quite understand it, so I'm really glad you're bringing this up. So go on, explain.
Glutathione in this, it works in synergy with your skin so it boosts the levels of vitamin C throughout the day, so the skin looks brighter. It doesn't just it's not just a quick form of...
Oh, so is it like slow release plant
food?
So
it's a bit like recycling it on your skin.
Okay.
Yeah. And the one vitamin C ingredient that it's got is it's really complicated to say, but it's the tetrahexyldexyl ascorbate. Have you heard of that?
So is that a series of amino acids? So that means, is it like loads of different proteins?
Yeah, it is. So basically what it is, it's the most powerful vitamin C. But it's really gentle on the skin, and it's actually proven to calm redness and irritation. And it penetrates deeper into the skin. So the other two vitamin C ingredients don't penetrate as far down as the tetrahexyldexyl ascorbate. Oh, I did it that time.
Well, you know the vitamin C it has an effect on your fibroblasts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really good vitamin C. If it's done in the correct formulation, it has to be very micronized, I believe. It has to be tiny, tiny particles.
So I think, and then it boosts collagen, so skin looks plumper, and it's a stable ingredient. You know, vitamin C, exposed to,
it just goes, doesn't it?
Goes.
Do you know about smoking and vitamin C?
No.
But if you have a ciggy, you kill all the vitamin C in your skin.
Oh my gosh.
So the slow release one would be, I mean, obviously if you are a smoker, do try and give up just for your skin out of your vanity. But I mean, God, I smoked, every picture of me until 2012, I had a ciggy on. Like Lily Savage. But no, it kills your skin. And I only found this out recently. I can't remember if you had this conversation with about vitamin C, about we don't produce it at all.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
You know the concentration that you've got off the top of my head. I believe that to get that sort of level of vitamin C into your skin, you would need to. Hang on a second. Sorry, Maud. No.
Maud's having a bit of a tantrum. He'll be back in a minute, I'm sure.
Right. Sorry, I've got a dog running off with beauty products. She just ran off with the Liquilift.
Oh my!
So I do apologise. I have to hold on to them both.
Probably.
So sorry, you need to eat 20 grapefruits in the morning and 20.
Oh wow!
No, what are you doing now?
Grapefruits aren't my favourite fruit either. A bit bland for me, but yeah.
Wait, stop that, Maud. Stop growling.
But then, as well as that,
you wouldn't get this in a Murad.
No, you wouldn't. I hope Murad likes this.
Okay, so that's your serum. Yeah. So is that day and night?
Yes, you can use it at AM and PM. But to be honest, I actually use this as my day routine. if you know what I mean. I don't
Okay.
always have a separate, but that's me just personally. But these do work as a both night and day. But also, it's also got the glycolic acid. Obviously, that removes the dead cells. You know, so that all those ingredients can penetrate into the skin better, so you get that whole glow. You know, I'm all about the glow.
Yeah. Well,
So
do you know what? It's what makes you look good, isn't it? A glow.
Yeah, definitely. But the bit I really love, and that's what you saw straight away, was the chambers.
Yeah.
So it's got 2 chambers in it. Oh, you've got one as well. Yeah. So that means you just get the right dose.
Yeah.
And
It's
you know,
also
and I think,
protected from sunlight as well.
because loads of people are like, oh, how much do you put on? How much? Yeah, and this just does, again, all the hard work for you. You put it on, you get the right dose. You're not messing around. Oh, and
Truthfully, do you use 1 pump or 2?
So I use one
Do
on
you?
one on one and one on the other.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not that tight with my product.
I always use 2, but I pump them out at the same time.
I use 1 pump for one, and then mine doesn't have even.
Smells amazing. Just smells really fresh and clean.
Mine's just got like a very subtle, and I love that. I hate really potent, fragrant-y smells in skincare.
I hate the Vita-C ones that smell like you just squeezed an orange on your head. Gives me eye ache.
And then the eye cream. Right, so this has a little, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got a real subtle shimmer. It's like a pale gold champagne.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a bit of light reflecting going
on.
Oh,
you just spoiled it.
Oh. It's definitely light reflecting.
Yeah, basically.
This is why we don't rehearse.
So anyway, yeah, there you go. Anyways, it's got light reflecting micro minerals that offer that, that instant brightening, because it's the eye area. The eye area, you just want that instant brightening effect.
Yeah, it looks lovely. Looks really nice.
And so what's also clever about it is that it's a color corrector, and I love a color corrector. So if you've got those blue, purpley blood vessels and stuff, it sort of corrects that. If you've got pigmentation, I keep going on about pigmentation, it sort of lightens the pigmentation. And redness that you can get under your eyes as well, like from irritations or allergies, inflammations. So it covers all of those bases, which we all have one or a couple of those concerns.
Well, I don't know anyone that's happy with the skin around their eyes.
Oh, that's the worst. It's the worst.
Where are your problem areas of your skin?
I would definitely say my under eyes are the worst, like the worst. Other than that, I'm lucky that I don't, touch wood. Tomorrow I'll get loads from that. I don't have that many skincare concerns, except for the aging, like the signs of aging, fine lines.
Well, that's because you've been looking after your skin forever, though, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. So and then also it's got algae and kelp extracts, which helps do the puffiness. So it's targeting all that, brightening, dark circles, puffiness, and it's got that really nice shimmer, blah blah blah.
So you could easily use that in the daytime, couldn't you? And then you could use my range at night, which is
that's what I would do, Peter. 100%. Yeah. And then just to then complete that routine.
Oh God, yeah, of course you've got another one, yeah.
Yeah, no, is the City Defense broad spectrum SPF 50. So it's an ultralight, 100% mineral sunscreen. And do you know what's really nice? It doesn't leave that ashy finish for a 50. I hate that. Really.
Yeah, shocking.
So, it just, you have to blend it, right? It's a 50. Come on, it's not just gonna. But look how quickly it sort of it does go.
Actually, that looks like you put a primer on your skin. It's ugly and matte.
I was just going to say, why do you spoil my little nuggets of information? We're too similar.
Up here's for thinking, down there's for dancing.
We're too similar when it comes. So then, so it's also got the vitamin C, so you get that luminous glow as well. You know that it's protecting your skin. It's SPF 50, and guess what? Working from home, it also protects against the blue lights of your screens and phones. So an SPF isn't just for when you go out. Like, I will be lathering this on during the day because we're now at our screen.
I've never thought of that. I've never thought of that.
So, I mean, it's brilliant. And then it's also got the color correcting tint to boost that radiance. It's got argan oil, vitamin E. I mean, it's really packed. All of them are packed with those skin loving ingredients that we all need. So
could you use it on every skin type?
Pardon?
Can you use it on every skin type?
Yeah, it says dry, normal, combination, oily, sensitive. It doesn't say though. So again, I think it's a bit like your retinol.
I mean, sensitive skin's a really difficult one. Excuse me, because a lot of people think they've got sensitive skin because they think it sounds nicer.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because sensitive skin is sore skin.
Yeah.
And sensitive skin is skin that's prone to cracking rather than skin that you're just using the wrong product on.
I know.
So I would say 90% of people that think they've got sensitive skin are just simply using the wrong things.
Yeah.
They're probably using a really vicious toner.
Yeah, because some people say, I've got sensitive skin because I've got redness, but that isn't sensitive skin.
Now we can solve that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what this does. So, so there's my 3. Love.
I love them. I'm just thinking I should really look at some more of the ingredients in here. Again, you've got your time release. So like with Sarah's, with their wonderful, sorry, she's that way, isn't she? I'm doing this back to front. With the wonderful time release of the tridecahexyl.
Let's just put Trexie. Yeah.
Trexie. But this one has got the slow release.
L-ascorbic acid. But anyway.
Oh God, you've got niacinamide and picolinamide. Now they are actually what they are is they help to form and protect the skin by putting like a lipid layer of goodness around it, like the atmosphere around the earth. Just seeing what little ingredients in here. By the way, there are clinical trials on this.
Right.
So after 4 weeks, have you got them on yours, by the way? I've just seen this in really small writing. Now, again, if I was Murad, I'd make this bigger because I can barely see it even with my glasses on. 83% noticed firmer, more supple skin, and 80% saw increased radiance and glow after a month. They're really high figures.
Yeah.
Really high. So with something like that, if I were them, I'd make more of a song and dance about that.
Yeah, maybe they do on their website. We'll have to have a look. But it should be shouted about a lot more, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's all about the cellular hydration. I'm all about the hydration, mate.
Yeah. We love you, Murad. Dr. Murad.
Yeah, we really do. Thank you so much for sending that.
Yeah.